Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using my favourite autumnal products. Now I already have my base makeup on because my base makeup tends to never change season to season. Like I have the same like 3 base products that I use. I thought I would showcase some of my favourite colour cosmetics that I like to use during autumn times, things that inspire me to get into like the cozy season. Anyways, yes, I have a lot of palettes that I want to feature in this video, and some singles, some blushes, lip products, and we're just gonna have a bit of a play around, really. My hair is also not coordinating with me today. We don't talk about it, we just pretend it's fine. Now I've got a little stack of palettes that just scream autumn to me, so we'll probably dip into a multitude of these palettes. And I was originally gonna do a video where I just feature, like, just show you guys the makeup products that get me excited for autumn, but I thought, you know what, let's do a little get ready with me, let's do our makeup together while we talk about the products. So I'm just priming my eyes with Milani eyeshadow primer and not setting it. Now I want to feature this makeup look mainly around a single shadow that I really love for autumn. Hopefully it's in focus. This is from Chaos Dirt and it's the shade Spooky Specks. It is the most unique, like light olive with a bunch of different shimmers in it. Like there's gold, pink, and oh, it is absolutely stunning. I have done a video using Chaos Dirt. They are a UK-based indie brand. Run by my friend Panning at the Disco. So the few palettes that I've just reached into my collection and just grabbed because they just scream autumn to me. The first one being the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. This absolute lovely beauty right here. Oh, this is just such a great palette. I wish Beauty Bay made their 20 pan palettes like this. I wish they just made them permanent because, like, why would you make these cool color stories limited edition? Like, why? It don't make sense, love. We've got that one. Then we have this little one from Geology. This is the Pilbara palette. I fucking love this one. The olive tones, the warm, like, reds, the, like, coppers in here too. Oh, such a dream. And then we have the Glaminatrix Nocturnal, of course. Oh, another one of my favourite palettes. Look at that. Oh, these colours just make me so happy. And the last 2 palettes that I have right here, we have the Shroud Arcana palette, which is just a jewel-toned dream. I love the mattes in here. The shimmers aren't my favourite, but they are like jewel-toned, which is still pretty unique to my collection, so that's Arcana. And finally, you can't talk about spooky-themed makeup without mentioning the famous Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette. It's discontinued, and I love her very much. She's a bit of a bitch to show on camera because of the reflective packaging, but oh, this is such a beauty. I think I might reach into this one today, mostly because I haven't used this palette in so long. I might dip a little bit into Nocturnal as well, potentially, for some of the shimmers. Obviously, we're going to be using Spooky Specks, probably on my inner corners, and maybe I'll also reach into Pilbara for some more of the olives. I don't know. We're just gonna have a little playtime. Now I could do brown on the outer corners and then a pop of olive on the inner and then like, ooh, that could be really fun. So I'm first dipping into the Moonspell palette into this shade right here called Winifred. I'm so excited for spooky season this year. Like I am determined. I mentioned in my last video that spooky season the past couple of years has not been the best. I've not been thriving, so I am determined to make the one this year a fucking banger. I'm gonna have all of the spooky themed makeup looks, all of that. I'm gonna watch horror movies like every day. I bloody love it. What's your favorite horror movie if you watch horror? I'm curious to know. Or like even your favorite like spooky movie that isn't technically a horror, but it's just, you know, spooky themed. I fucking love Coraline. It's one of my comfort films. It makes me so happy. I remember watching it like when it came out. I was really little when it came out. I don't remember when the movie came out. I might have been like 8.
In the United Kingdom, Coraline came out on the 8th of May 2009.
So I was 8 years old. I remember watching it and being absolutely in love with it. I love the characters so much. Like, I wanted to go as Coraline for Halloween, but never got around to it. Maybe this year. Actually, I do have my Halloween costume set for this year, though. But I might do a Coraline, like, inspired look as well, because I do have a blue wig and I do have, like, a yellow jacket. So I might do a Coraline look. We might do... Would you be interested in seeing a video of me turning myself into Coraline? Maybe that would be really fun. Oh, I'm gonna do that. And I'm just also rubbing this brown on the lower lash, just on the outer portion. If you're curious, this year, hopefully if all goes to plan, I'll be able to have a get together with a few of my friends. And my Halloween costume this year is going to be sexy Ron Wilson bus driver from the hit 2005 movie Sky High. I have a genuine obsession, and I don't use that word lightly, I have an obsession with the movie Sky High. I fucking love that movie. It's such a good movie. So I'm gonna be going as Ron Wilson bus driver. All I need is just a white, like, t-shirt, not t-shirt, a white button-up shirt and an orange hat, and that's all I need. I literally hand embroidered, I'll put a picture right here, I hand embroidered the patch that's on his, like, shirt. I literally fucking hand embroidered that because I was like, I need to make this accurate. Okay, I'm now going into the shade Bonnie right here, and I'm going to be fluffing this on the inner portion of my crease. My island in Animal Crossing New Horizons, it's literally like a cottagecore autumn themed island, and I cannot wait for it to become like Halloween in the game so I can make everything mega spooky and adorable. I love it very much. I need to add a graveyard on my island. I really love graveyards. That sounds very like morbid and bizarre, but I find a lot of comfort in going to graveyards. I think they're very peaceful and like very, like, the energy there is just very fascinating because I feel like I connect with a lot of the energy of, like, you know, I feel like people are, like, I do believe in spirits and ghosts and all of that stuff, and I do believe that, you know, some, like, people's spirits are still there wandering around. And I mean, I guess because I've been exposed to death, like, since I was very little, like, I'm not a stranger to death in the slightest. This is a very morbid conversation. Okay, I really like how the basis of this look is going. I'm thinking probably on the lower lash line. Shall I do blue or purple to, like, add some more spookiness? You know what, I will wait to do that in a portion of the lower lash line last, so just so I can see, like, how everything is going before I, you know, potentially ruin it with purple. So now I'm going in with the shade Kiki, and I'm going to be deepening up the outer V. But anyways, moving on from the topic of literal death, I am super excited for Halloween. Oh, I love watching, like, horror movies that I really, really like. I have, like, it's almost a guilty pleasure, but I'm trying to not, like, have guilt in things that I enjoy. Like, I'm trying to be like, you know what, no, like, your interests are, like, valid. Doesn't matter if they're cringe. I love horror movies that are, like, so terrible. Like, they're so cheesy, they're so awful, but that's what makes them amazing. Like, objectively, they are terrible movies, but I love them. One objectively terrible movie that I absolutely adore is Quarantine 2 Terminal. Oh my god. The original Quarantine movie was basically an American remake of the movie Wreck. If you've watched that movie. The original movie Wreck, very good, very well done. Quarantine is so ass, and Quarantine 2 Terminal is even better because it's literally, it's basically like a zombie apocalypse movie set on a plane and in the airport. It's fucking bizarre. It's fucking ridiculous. The acting is awful, like, the plot lines, the characters are so stupid, like, it is objectively a awful movie, but it's absolutely amazing. Like, if you want, like, a horror movie that, like, and it's not trying to be funny, like, I don't think it's trying to be funny, I think it's trying to be serious, like a standalone, like, movie. But if you want, like, a really terrible horror movie, Quarantine 2 Terminal is so awful that it's fantastic. I love it so much. Now I'm thinking of using a few of the shimmers from Nocturnal now. Like, I really want to use Night Vision and maybe Constellation as well. These two shades I think would pair really nicely on the lid. So before we put those on the lid, I'm going to take some Faraday Pixie Epoxy, and I'm just gonna, like, just tap that on my eyes. Not super precisely, I just want to, like, have a bit of a tacky base. But yeah, if you have any absolutely terrible, like, if you have any good horror movies, recommend those too, but especially if you have, like, extremely terrible movies, please let me know your favorites down below because I love them. Like, they're such Oh, they are brilliant. I also really love when people do like movie reviews of really terrible horror movies. Like, I love Mr. Gigi and Elvis the Alien. Like, they do really good top tier like movie reviews. Speaking of like spooky themed movies, I haven't actually watched that many like Halloween themed movies. Like, I've never watched Hocus Pocus, and I've never watched Halloween Town and Beetlejuice. I've never watched any of those movies, and they're like Halloween classics. Are they worth watching? Shall I watch them? I don't know. I feel like I should watch them just to say that I have watched them, but I don't know. I don't really know much about them. Rightio, I'm taking Constellation from the Nocturnal palette, and I'm gonna be putting this on the outer portion of my lid. Ugh. This shade, man. This shade is one of my favorite shades. This is truly one of my favorite, like, neutral shades. And actually one of my favorite eyeshadow shades in general. Like, it's so shifty. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, especially because I put it on like such a small portion. But it is so shifty and pretty. Whoa. I bloody love you. Cool, cool, cool. Now we're gonna be taking Night Vision, this bright green, and putting that on the inner portion of my lid. I feel like I did this look in my Nocturnal, like, first impression. I feel like I literally did this look in that video. Oopsie. Oh, and that green shade, like, blends so nicely. I know my lighting isn't top tier. I need to actually find the stand for my filming light, because I have a filming light, but I don't know where the stand is. Like, I think it's somewhere in my garage when we moved. But I need to find that filming light because it'll make the lighting so much better here. I could have just used the Nocturnal palette to create this look, but I did want to use a little bit of my Moonspell. Rightio, now for the lower lash. I do really want to dip into a purple. I think a purple would really look good with this. I'm gonna dip into the shade Dusk, and this could go horribly wrong, but I'm willing to take the risk. And I'm just gonna take this and put it on the inner portion of the lower lash line. I'm just taking this in like small amounts. Okay, I'm really liking how that looks. So actually I am going to go into Moonspell, and I am gonna dip into the shade Page, this purple here, and I'm just gonna lightly dust that between Dusk and the brown, just so it's like blended a bit together and it doesn't look so like stark. So I'm just gonna marry the two together, just so it's not super harsh. Okay, and for my inner corner, I'm gonna be taking Chaos Dirt Spooky Specks. Bloody excited to use this shade. I haven't used it in so long. And we're plopping that right on the inner corner, and because it has like a pink and a gold shift to it, whilst also being like an olive base, I feel like it'll meld with the lid and the lower lash line shades really nicely. I am absolutely in love with this look. Are you kidding me? And for my waterline, I'm just going to be taking the Colourpop Creme Gel liners. One's in the shade Sunnyvale, and I'm putting that on the outer portion of my lower lash line. And the other shade is in the shade Piggy Bank, which is a light purple, and I'm putting that on the inner portion of my waterline. I'll do my mascara and lashes off camera a bit later, but I really want to do blush, so ooh, we have a lot of blush options. Now, usually my favorite blushes for autumn are these two from Lethal. So this is Neophyte, and then this is Tendril, these orangey and yellow tones. And I don't think I'll use either of these today because I feel like I want to keep the cheeks a bit more brown toned to match the eyes, but these two are usually blushes that I dip into all the fucking time. Now, the blush that I'll probably be using today is this one right here from CoverFX. This is the shade Warm Honey. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful, like, peachy brownie toned blush duo. And also, last year when I went to a pumpkin patch with my brother and my sister-in-law, I actually took this compact with me, because the mirror is really nice. And while we were there, the pumpkin patch gave us stickers. So I've literally put the fucking sticker on it, just so I can tell the difference between this blush and this blush. This is Soft Peach. Is it called Soft Peach? Yeah, Soft Peach. And this one is Warm Honey. And it's kind of fitting that it's, you know, I literally went to a pumpkin patch with this one. But also another blush that I really love for autumn is this one from Richwell Defeat. This is Delirium. Oh, this is such a beautiful, like, deep, like, rusty orangey red. It is wonderful. I think like, I don't think it will suit this look specifically, but anytime I use like warm rusty tones, this blush just complements them beautifully. Yeah, because this blush has the pumpkin patch sticker on it, I am going to be using this one because I feel like it's fitting. We're not going to go super blush heavy today, we're just going to be doing just a light dusting, just enough to give my face a bit of a flush. Not too much. I've run out of my fake freckle product, so because of that I haven't been wearing as much blush on like my nose, because I feel like putting blush on my nose without freckles looks a little bit, it doesn't look quite right, so I'm just gonna keep this focused on my temples and my cheekbones. Now for my highlight, so usually for autumn I like to dip into this bad boy, Kaleidos Laser Glazer. It is an old reliable, it is so good, the packaging is broken. And you know what, yes, I will be using it today. I haven't used this highlight in so long, but it's time. I really wish Kaleidos brought this highlight back because it is just so fantastic. There's nothing else quite like it. I'm just gonna spray it a little bit with my setting spray just because it's quite a sparkly highlight and I find it works better with the setting spray. It's just so unique and pretty. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get not everyone wants, like, it's quite a daunting, like, shade in the pan if you have, like, lighter skin, but this truly works on, like, everybody, I find. Because of the base, I find it still works on my skin despite it having a slight cast. Don't know if you can really see it on camera. If I turn on my flashlight, maybe you'll be able to see it a bit better. And all the sparkle. I love it. I need to sort out my lighting. Now, you can't go wrong with a black lipstick. You can't go wrong. This is Lethal Abyss. I absolutely love it, and while it definitely will work for this look, I feel like I don't want to make it super, like, Halloween. I mean, it is quite Halloween, let's be honest, but black lipstick works with every look, but I think I want to do more of like a brownie toned lipstick. It's really hard looking at my lipstick drawer without my glasses because I can't see shit. The next lipstick I really love is Kaleidos Cognac. It's this lovely, like, blood red. It's kind of like a clotted blood red. That sounds nasty. I'll do a little swatch of Cognac on my hand right there. I love it so much. It's one of my most used Kaleidos lip clays, and I fucking love Kaleidos lip clays. They just work so, so well. I also really love the shade Adobe, this light, like, peachy toned neutral. These kind of neutrals I'm a bit of a slag for, let's be honest, and they just work in all seasons, I find. But I just love it. Another spooky lipstick, this is from Black Moon Cosmetics, and this is their Sinister Satin lipstick in Elm Street. And I mean, this bullet lipstick line is literally inspired by horror movie icons, and this formula is fantastic. It is just a, like, it's a satin, but it looks really lovely on the lips. It has really good wear time. It looks pretty similar to Cognac, but this one's more of like a red. Cognac's more of like a brownie toned red, like a muted red. I think I will be using Kaleidos Adobe. Maybe I'll put Cognac on the inner portion as well, actually. Maybe we'll do an ombre. Actually, you know what? Yes, let's try that. All right, so that's Adobe on my lips, and this could go horribly wrong, but let's see if this will work. I'll put a little bit of Cognac on the inner portion there. And just blend it together. You know what? I've never mixed these two shades together, but that is a beautiful combo together. Ooh, and because the Kaleidos lip clay formula is more of like a silicone-y, sort of like smooth formula, they're really easy to mix together. Like, oh, I like that. So yeah, real quick, I'm gonna go off camera, do my lashes, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. It's one of those days where the hair's not cooperating, this lash is not cooperating, and I'm just gonna move swiftly on. But I have the lashes on. I am wearing the Lash Filter lashes in Baby Feline because I was gonna do a full strip lash, but I didn't want to take away from like the beautifulness on the lid, so I just kept it on the outer corners, just right there. I am so in love with it. I tried to take pictures of it and it does not photograph nicely. Today's one of those days where like little things are just off, so I'm still gonna post the look. but the pictures aren't doing it justice. I absolutely love this look. I feel like the embodiment of Halloween right now. But anyways, with all of that said and done, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know what are some of your autumn favorites, and would you like to see some more like spooky themed videos from me? Like maybe I can do some like Halloween graphic liner tutorials, like Halloween like quick costume ideas or something. Like I think that would be really fun, and I just realized that I didn't like zoom in tactically so you couldn't see the boxes there that I was trying to hide, and now I've been exposed. Oh no. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then you can follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK and we make handmade candles. The link to shop will be down below along with our social media if you'd like to support us. And we are launching a Halloween collection pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!